Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters, welcome to your October 2022 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. These readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Aquarius, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, I always say watch your sun and your ascendant for these, especially the monthlies. And the reason I say that is because when I talk about the astrology of the lunation, your ascendant is going to be the most accurate, to a lesser degree but still relevant, the sun and the moon. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise. They help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large, it was nearly, look, and I was just going to say, like, it was nearly a jumper, but it wasn't. And then just as I continued to, so this is clearly our card for our actions and interactions with the world at large, and it is the Ace of Swords, right? So the Ace of Swords wanted out. This is new contracts. This is decisive action. And it looks like a lot of you are making some really concrete moves in October. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, my intuition's telling me why, but the feeling that I get from this, I gotta stop saying that, it's like one of those verbal tics, and it's really annoying. That Ace of Swords is beautiful, right? As your actions and interactions with the world at large, you are decisive this month. It's like where maybe before you've been like, oh, you know, am I going to do? It's like this month you're like, bam, yes, no, 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 yes, no, like you are just on it. Your mind is clear this month, and the actions that you are taking are potentially quite inspired. You might find this month, should I say, that you have some really great ideas or some really powerful insights that absolutely drive you forward. For a lot of you, you'll be signing a new contract or a new document of some kind this month. For those of you that are waiting for paperwork and or documentation to come back or through, this month it is happening for you and you are embarking on a brand new path. But the thing that really I'm feeling like so powerfully in my chest, maybe this is because I'm also a sun sign Aquarius, is there's a new or a renewed sense of commitment. There's something that you are, it's like, no, I'm doing this. I'm going for it. I'm not holding back in any way, shape or form. For your communications and conversations, you have the Hierophant card. So for some of you, this is literally a new job, some kind of new work, potentially some kind of recognition. For those of you that are planning to sign documents with banks, banking institutions, whether this is for loans, grants, bursaries, anything to do with solid paperwork that needs to be signed, you have the go ahead. Like, this is really great energy for all of this stuff. The Hierophant card as a communications card is also saying that this month you're likely to be interacting with those bigger, larger institutions. You're signing on the dotted line. You are moving ahead with something. You are fully committed, and you potentially have either a bigger or a larger institution backing you up. Like, there is support here. There is energy behind this. Whatever you are doing, you are not on your own. And more importantly, whatever you are doing, whatever you are talking about, you are establishing something for the long haul, for the long run. Whatever you're doing this month, Aquarius, I like it. Keep going. For your heart and half sector, you got the Three of Cups. I am so fucking here for this right now. If you are single and you're anything like Rafi, this has been a very, very, very single period, right? It's been a minute, and that, sorry, my knee keeps clicking. That Three of Cups is beautiful. If you are single, this is you going out. It's potentially for some of you, and I don't say these things lightly. If you've been with me long enough, you know it's not that I don't like the love stuff. It's just a lot of tarot readers put so much focus and emphasis there, and it really annoys me because it's like people are multifaceted. We've got so many different parts of our lives that are going on besides our relationship, and when you focus solely on love, effectively what you're doing as a tarot reader is feeding into another person's obsession, and that's what it becomes in the end. It's like, oh, what are they thinking, what are they doing, da, 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 da. And it's just unhealthy. I'm sorry to say, you know, that's my little soapbox moment, my rant. But this, because you've got the Hierophant card, which is a card of marriage. You've got the Three of Cups here, which is a card of connections, get-togethers and reunions. I would not be surprised, for those of you that are single and looking for relationships or love, I would not be surprised if somebody that you interact with over the course of October ends up going on to become a real contender for partnership, or actually somebody that you get with and potentially settle down with. Now, that being said, there are invites, there are get-togethers, potentially of a spiritual nature for some of you. That's a possibility. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, I love this. This is a strengthening of the bond. This is good communication. This is your goals, the things that you're making happen for yourself. Your partner's like stood there looking at you like, well, damn, that's hot. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're looking at you in that really kind of like, not newfound way, but it's like your energy and your passion and your like decisiveness and your focus it's doing it for them, right? Not to get too grimy in this, but yeah, for those of you that maybe have had a little bit of a drought in that area, if you're partnered, married, etc., it's a natural part of long-term relationships, apparently. And so, you know what? Listen, I am suffering like a proper life drought, so I ain't worried about it. All jokes aside, this could literally be like a reconnection or a reunion with your partner. It's like you're getting back to, maybe not the honeymoon era, but you're definitely getting back to that exciting and that kind of potentially fun / naughty side. For those of you that are, and when it comes to family and familial ties and familial get-togethers, this could be absolutely beautiful. It's like there's a lot of laughter here, there's a lot of joy. And then finally, for your money and materials, you've got the Fool card. If you have been having financial worries, challenges or issues, or if you are signing new business deals, if you are starting a new job, your finances, your money and your resources are getting a really nice boost, a refresh and a reset. This is absolutely gorgeous because you are really doing it. Like this month you are showing up and your finances are getting a boost. They're getting that sort of, whatever you're going after in that really focused, determined way has amazing results for your money and your resources. Let's get into your month by month, your week by week. So for your weeks of the month, you have the Star card. All right, with the Ace of Swords. Remember what I said to you earlier? Whatever you're doing now, you're establishing something for the long term. This bodes very, very well. That first week of the month, remember Mercury is still retrograde up until the 2nd of October. We'll be direct from there on in. So we'll be gathering steam and picking up. But like I said, whatever you're doing at the beginning of this month, there is a rededication or a recommitting of self to your future. And there's some connection, some partnership, some some connection, some partnership, or something that you're establishing or maybe even signing. It potentially connects you to far or long distance places and travel, but it's definitely going to see you, like I said, you will feel like you're stepping into that new next era of your life. For the second week of the month, you've got the Judgment card with the Hierophant card. So it is a potential. For a select few of you, there might be a visit to a hospital. I don't think this is for you personally. It could be to visit a loved one. I'm not seeing anything scary or nefarious or anything like that, so don't worry. But it's just a possibility. For those of you that are, like I said, starting new jobs, maybe chasing new business, new clients, all of that stuff, you are going to feel a profound shift in the winds around this second week of the month. Things are really going to start to move for you there. I absolutely love this, especially because this second week of the month is where the new moon in Aries will kick in, which we'll talk about in a bit. You've got for the third week of the month, you've got the World card. Now, I don't know why that's upside down. You've got 3 of the sort of, apart from, because the star card is number 17, but you've got the judgment card and then the world card. You see this? That's massive. That is a grand clearing of the decks in some case, and a huge start, a huge drive towards your future, towards the passion and the goals that you're trying to create. For those of you that are single, a friend or a family member could try to set you up. I would let them this time. They've got it right. It's rare, but this time they've got it right. 3 of Cups with the world card. This is a reconnection, a reconnection or a reunion with an old community, maybe a family reunion or a get together. There is so much laughter here. There's so much happiness. There's so much joy. It's so nice to be able to give the Aquarians some good news for a change. For those of you that are partnered, like I said, this is a re-establishing of your marriage, of your partnership, of your connection. Love it. And then for your 4th week of the month, you've got the Magician card with the Fool. That is ultimate. I mean, like, ultimate creation. You know, the Fool card with the Magician, this could also see you connecting with powerful people. It could see something that you put out or bring out into the world really elevates much bigger, much broader, much faster than you had imagined or envisioned for yourself. It could also be as well, when it comes to your finances or your resources, you're getting a massive boost to the money this month through the job, the career, the profession, and it might even be something, it might even be better than you'd expected. So let's say you take a new job, you get there and they say, oh, by the way, actually we've added an extra bonus onto your, you know, we're giving you a signing bonus for taking the job, or you know what, we've decided we're going to give you an extra, like, there's just something here that shows up that is more than you expected, and it really makes you smile. So we've got 2 lunations. You've got the new moon solar eclipse on the 25th of October, which for you is happening in the 10th house of career, social status, public standing. This is about how you present to the world, and it's what you leave it's what you leave with the world after you are gone. It is also like, you know, when you leave a place that you've worked at and people still use things that you implemented, or they still talk about a way that you did something. That's your 10th house stuff. It's your legacy, all right? But more than that, it really is your social status. So for some of you, you could be going from single to partnered. For some of you, could be going to homeowner. You could be going to self-employed. You know, there's so many ways it can happen. But that eclipse, I think, will be really nice to you. Look at this, right? You've got the gate 55 and abundance. What more could you ask for? What more could you need? The message behind this card is, it really is about asking for what you want of the universe and trusting that the universe has your back to bring you everything that you ask for, everything that you desire, and more importantly, everything that you're willing to work for. For your full moon in the sign of Aries, this is happening in your 3rd house of communications, everyday interactions, your neighborhood. This is putting a spotlight on how you interact with your local environment. It could also see, for some of you, there might be an event that's taking place in your neighborhood. So this could be really nice. If you get invites this month, which it looks like there are going to be plenty, go. You will have an absolute blast, especially because the full moon in the 3rd, this is highlighting siblings as well. So if you have siblings, if you've got, you know, relations that are that kind of close, or cousins and stuff that you're really tight with, use that full moon, right? This could be beautiful. Wrong one. And for this, you have the gate 36 and greener grass. For a select few of you, you may postulate around this time, around the time of this full moon, you might think to yourself, oh, you know what? I am, you know, maybe I want to move. You don't, not right now, all right? For now, at least, stay put. I mean, we do have one final lunation in Taurus to come, which is probably going to trigger something to do with your living situation. But for now, be where you are, be present, have an absolute blast, have an amazing month. It looks like you will. I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic October. Take care, and I'll see you soon.